welcome to Monday Chat. I also have a few weekend hauls to show off. It is Monday, December 4th, around 8:45 in the morning. Had some things to do this morning. Just thought you might like to meet Daisy. This is Daisy, our bunny rabbit. She does not like being up here at all. But I had to scoop her up from, she was inside of a box of envelopes and chewing, and I had to scoop her up real quick, and I popped her up here, and she seemed to want to sniff around a little bit on the desk. This is Daisy. We adopted her last summer from the SPCA. She only has one eye. I don't know if you can see. Daisy eye. Daisy no eye. Last fall she got a scratch on her right eye here, and it became infected, and then it became more infected and more infected. Very long story, but they were not able to save the eye. They thought it was actually the end of her. It was kind of a last-ditch effort to get the infection out of her body, was to try to remove the eye and see if that would work, and they weren't expecting it to work, but it did work. So we're really happy that she's still with us. They took the eye and it took the infection, and she's done very well with just one eye. And she's a spunky little thing. Our cats are terrified of her. She's very angry at me right now, so I'm going to put her back down on the floor. She's pretty upset when she isn't allowed to do things that she wants to do, which includes eating Mommy's box of envelopes. I picked her up to get her out of the envelopes, and she seemed curious as to what was going on to the desk, so I plopped her up here, and now she's mad at me that I picked her up and put her on the desk. Anyway, that's Daisy. That's the queen of our house, the terror of the cats. She has a cage that she likes, and she likes to sleep in her cage. But most of the time, if somebody's home, she's not in the cage. If we're home and awake, she's not in the cage. She has kind of free roam of the house. So, and because of that, we do get into occasional things like Mommy's box of envelopes and so on and so forth. Anyway, hi. I'm still in quite a bit of pain over the weekend. Sometimes I feel slightly better, sometimes I feel worse. I'm not really sure what else to do. I'm keeping up with the ibuprofen. I've still got a heating pad strapped to the most painful spot on my left lower back, which is where my lower hump is from my scoliosis. So I think I'm doing what I can do. Unfortunately, I still have a lot to do. My husband was slightly helpful yesterday, but not enough to actually be of any real help. So I still have a lot of laundry to do. I did some dishes this morning, and I was literally like crying as I was in the dishwasher because it was hurting so much. So unfortunately, I do have to leave this morning, probably right after I do this. I need to run, and I need to get some groceries because we're out of almost everything, including I just put the last of the dry cat food in the cat bowl this morning, so we're going to need food, all of these things that we're going to need before my husband has another day off. We were supposed to go grocery shopping yesterday, but he, I don't know, was just not motivated or whatever. He's not very good at adulting stuff. Like, you actually have to tell him, like, he's a child, that you need something done, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't telling him what to do yesterday, so it didn't get done. Anyway, so Monday morning, I had a little fun over the weekend, trying to focus on crafts where I could. I've been using I hauled last week, and I showed that I had started working with the Christmas Dreams lawn fawn set, and I finished a couple of stacks of cards. I made some with little doggies, and I used up a variety of just various Christmas papers from Christmas stacks. Some new, like this is a new one that came from, what is it called? I was just there. Tuesday Morning. This came from Tuesday Morning. So a couple pieces from those Tuesday Morning packs. This one comes from what's left over from a Whimsy Stamps Christmas stack that I wasn't really impressed with the colors in this one, so I've just been kind of trying to use the papers up, and this is what's left. So we got some Whimsy Stamps in there, some new stuff that came from Tuesday Morning, and of course the most adorable doggy in the whole world. And I used Nuvo drops for the ornaments on the Christmas tree, and I really liked how that turned out. So that was a lot of fun. And then of course I made a stack of doggies. Of course I had to make a stack of kitties. And I made a gray tiger kitty. because we have a gray tiger kitty, and I have 2 other gray tiger kitties that have passed away, so I have a bit of a fondness to gray tiger kitties. And the same thing, just kind of using some, I love that plaid, just using, oh, rabbit hair. These are my personal cards, so a little rabbit hair never hurt anyone. Just using up some of the papers, old and new, old and new. Rabbit hair, where's my duster? She is shedding like crazy, and of course she doesn't like to be held long enough to brush her. She gets very offended. She's definitely a little misdiva. She'll stamp her feet. She gets very offended if you try to brush her or do anything that she thinks is oppressing her liberties. We love her very much. She's definitely a shining light for us with all of her little quirks and charms. And anyway, I don't mind a little rabbit hair because I don't have any all of those cards are for my personal use, so yeah. Moving on. What else do I have going on? I got some packages in on Saturday, and I'll show those off. Let me clear off the desk. I'm just working on some die cuts for a customer for her Christmas project. I've been working on another batch of Ready, Set, Shake cards. These folders that I got for free. Really handy. They fit all of the markers for the project, and I had pre-stamped a bunch of the images that I was working on. I brought this with me to a basketball game and just sat in the bleachers and colored. Obviously I still have a little more coloring to do, but this is kind of, I'll probably take this with me this afternoon when I go pick up Leah after school. She's usually, 10 minutes later or whatever coming out of the building. So I'll just sit in the car and color a little bit. I don't need to take this with me, obviously, but just sit in the car and color a little bit and keep working at it, and it's gonna get done. So I'm still working on my personal Christmas cards. Yeah, so this is really, really handy. Let me get these things out of the way. Ow! Okay. And I think I showed last week the making of these cards that I used with these novelty G-strings that a friend sent to me, and I cut the novelty G-strings into miniature novelty briefs and used them to decorate the cards. I'm going to send one card to my friend. I'm not going to write in it, but so that she can send it to someone else. But I wanted to show too, I found this at a handmade exhibit. This isn't something that I made, but it's a beautiful handmade album where you can slip photos in, and it looks like they've upcycled. I think these are corn husks and magazine clippings. I just thought it was really cool. I thought that this would make a really nice Christmas gift for my friend. So I'm going to send her the card that I made her so she can send to someone else. I'm going to give her this album, and I have a couple of more goodies that I'm going to send to her. I'm making her a pocket letter, and I'll show that off when it's done. I haven't done too much with that, but I thought I would give her one of my whimsy stamps that I just got last week. That kind of made me think of her. And I've got these. This is 2 pairs of Christmas socks, which are really cute. I think she likes socks, and of course her own red rubber stamp, the same stamp that I used to make the sentiment. This is I bought 2 of them though. I'm keeping one, and this one's for her, so this one's not used. And just a couple of little things to go in the pocketbook. So the pocket letter. So that's what I'm doing for her. And then I made another one. Well, I made 4 of them, and 2 of them I'll hang on. Maybe I'll put them in my shop. But and I made another one with a birthday sentiment in it to send to a friend's husband. And I need to make sure to get that in the mail today. So his birthday was like 5 days ago, but they're actually on vacation right now in Florida. So he's not gonna, he's not home to get it anyway. So it didn't really matter to me that it was running a little bit late. And I think that's pretty much what I have. I need to get these ready to get mailed. This card needs to get mailed. I think that's pretty much what I have for works in progress and kind of stuff that I've been working on over the weekend. I've been trying to just sit here and craft and stay focused on stuff. It's not always been successful, so it wasn't a super productive weekend for me, and I still have stuff going on for my shop that I need to get done, but it'll have to wait until after I go grocery shopping. I do have, it's uploading right now as I'm doing this, but I do have my first installment of the My Favorite Things 2017 going up. I'm going to be talking about LuLaRoe leggings and why I like them and why, the pros and cons, why I like them and why they're not always such a good idea. So I do want to do a brief update. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but since I've taped that video, I've had a chance to wear the new black leggings from the Noir collection, and I don't really like them. They're a lot thinner than all of my other leggings, and they're a lot tighter around my calf. I mean, I realize it's a legging and it's supposed to be skin tight, but this is almost like I'm having a hard time pulling up over my calf. So everything else fits okay. This fits really thin. It just, I don't like the fit on my leg. And it seemed to me like it was a lot shorter. So even though they're black, it's more of a summer weight and a summer length kind of legging for me. So I probably will not go back and buy more of the black, which is very disappointing. Just an update. Anyway, okay, I've blabbered on for 11 minutes and I haven't even gotten to any of my fun haul stuff. Got a bunch of packages over the weekend, or Saturday, or Friday night into Saturday, that I'm pretty excited about. Some of them, and some of them are just like, eh. I did a lot of Black Friday shopping and trying out grab bags and so on and so forth. So I guess we'll start with the small one just because it's right here and it keeps falling over. I placed an order on AliExpress, like 4 or 5 weeks ago. I ordered a couple different things, but apparently they're coming from different places. So this is just one of them. It's just a flat button or an embellishment, but they're really pretty. They're iridescent and plastic, iridescent, sort of opal looking with a flower. Just pretty little embellishments. They're flat, not like a real button, so I can glue it. I'll be able to glue it down. About 3/4 of an inch in diameter. And how many do I get in here? At least 10. Yeah, there's 10 in here, and I think this is probably around $1. So just a pretty embellishment type thing. I normally wouldn't have spent just like $1 from one seller. I would have cruised through their store to see what else I could pick up, just because I feel bad, you know, with the free shipping, and they've made so little money on me, plus they've had to pay for shipping. So normally I'll cruise through a store and see if there's a few more things that I could pick up to kind of combine the order into one thing. And maybe I didn't mean to hit pay or something on this yet. Sometimes oh, my blanket. Sometimes I will accidentally hit pay all or whatever when I don't mean to. Sorry. Again, I'm not exactly with it 100% because of the pain. Okay, so, let me show you what I ordered from Newegg for my husband. I mentioned last week that I got it and I wasn't ready to show it off yet because I had to quickly stash it away. One of the big thing that we got for my husband was a professional electric drum kit. And that is already wrapped underneath the tree. It's too huge for me to like lift up and show you anyway. So that you just got to take my word on that. Okay, so for Rod, we also picked up a new just hair trimming kit. I liked this one because it comes with the case. I don't necessarily care about and I know he's not going to care about the different colors, but you know the different colors are different lengths. I cut his hair. He's too cheap to go out and spend the $15 to get his hair cut every month, so he has me cut his hair, which I don't mind doing because I just kind of, you know, buzz it all one length and that's the end of it. But the one that we're currently using, we've had for like 10 years and it's not working all that great. So just a new one, kind of an upgrade. This one was on sale at $37.99. which seemed like a lot of money to me, but I did some research and read some reviews, and there are people that have had this brand for, you know, a really long time in their families. So hopefully we won't ever have to upgrade again, we won't ever have to replace it again. And I do like that it has this nice hard case. The other one that we have doesn't have a case, and it never had a case. So I'm excited about that. Again, I wasn't thrilled with the price, but whatever. It's Christmas. And the other thing that we got from Newegg are these headphones. Philips hi-fi stereo headphones. Full spectrum sound. I don't really know anything about audio visual. Obviously, if you look at the quality of my videos, this is not my sound and stuff. It's just not my forte. This is to go with the drums. And I hope it fits. I'm under the impression that all headphones are the same. It says that it has a place to plug in a headphone on the drums because it's electric. It's not like it's a real drum set. So he's actually going to have to wear headphones in order to hear the music that he's making. This is also something that I kind of researched for, not with the drum set, but kind of researched it for itself. It's supposed to be a really good one, and it retails for around $100, and it was on sale for $48 on Newegg for Black Friday. I hope that's a good price. I don't know enough about it, and I don't have anyone other than him that I can ask for help picking out this stuff. So obviously it's new and in the box. We can return it if we open it and it's not, if he opens the present and it's not the right thing, or if he wanted something else. So we'll certainly, and that's in the same thing with this. If he decides that this is a little bit more than what we need, then we can certainly return it and exchange it for something different or something less expensive or whatever. Oh, right, because it's right here, I'll just show you real quick. I had hauled the storage boxes from Hauler last week. I've started sorting my ephemera and seasonal goodies into these boxes, and I started with making, this is just temporary, a seasonal label and then just kind of a guide to what's going to be in the box, which I can add to as I go along. I would like to make nice pretty labels, and I'd like to decorate the boxes all seasonal. I'm not really in the mood for that right now, so I figured this was just a really good temporary solution to get stuff tossed in. The inside, it's not even organized on the inside. It just everything winter themed for Happy Meals and for crafts and stickers and ephemera, I've kind of just put in the boxes, and I will get to the organizing it later, but I was overflowing my former system, and all of the seasons were all mixed together. It was just completely overflowing. So here's some ephemera, homemade and store-bought, and I was so overflowing that I needed to just organize it into something. So this is the winter one. Obviously I have one for spring, summer, and fall as well, and I also have a miscellaneous one for those things that are kind of not seasonal, you know, if your birthdays and weddings and, you know, other kind of not seasonal stuff. So I got everything sorted into the box. Now I just need to, well, not now, but as soon as I'm feeling better, kind of figure out organizing the inside, how I want the contents organized, and decorating the box, because that's half the fun, is when you get to decorate the box. Okay, moving on. That was Newegg. Let's talk about Pink Fresh. So Pink Fresh, they are still doing their Black Friday sale. By the way, this is December 4th, so the sale is still live on their website, but they have sold out of one of them. They're doing a $20 grab bag sale, and it's a stamps grab bag, stamp sets, and you can choose from 3 different kinds. There's one that's faith-based stamps, so religious stamps. That one is sold out, so that one's not available. The other 2 are card making / scrapbooking stamps for $20, and then planner stamps for $20. So those 2 options are still available. I picked the scrapbook card making stamps bag, so this is $20, and I forget what I paid in shipping. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Oh, right. Okay, so there was shipping is $5, but also because I had never ordered anything from Pink Fresh, I got a 10% discount coupon in my email for $2. So it brought my total down to $18 plus $5.50 for shipping. So this was $23.50. And again, this is the planner and not planner. Sorry. This is the scrapbook and card making set. So the scrapbook and card making selection, and there's different sets. I got 5 different stamp sets. Pink Fresh is a completely new brand to me. I'm not even sure if I've seen too many tutorials or other videos of people hauling pink fresh. So this is a new one to me. I'm impressed with the feel of the quality. I don't know if these stamps are actually for me or not. So these might be something that I'm going to end up destashing. Except for this top one that I'm holding, which is probably my favorite. This set is called Dream On. Oh, and these are 4x6 stamp sets. So this set is called Dream On, and I like the tiny sentiments that go with this. Like, you can put them in the little box, and I like the fractal leaf here is really pretty, and the bird and a rainbow and the cloud. So I liked this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, if I like it enough to keep it or not. I might end up destashing this. That's pretty. So that one is called Dream On. Oh, and look, you can see the back. I thought it was a good deal for 20 bucks, but I just, I might pass these on or destash them. This one is called Where Next. This one looks like kind of a scrapbooking set to me. Travel themed. So I'm not sure about this one. This one is called My Star, which is cute, but it might be a little too cutesy, / I've kind of already covered a lot of these sentiments and similar images in other sets, that to have this one is maybe a little bit redundant, but it is cute. This one is called So Sweet. Again, the same thing. It's really cute, but a lot of the sentiments, it's kind of redundant. One of my themes for 2018 is going to be reduce, reduce, reuse, recycle. So I don't need, you know, eight sentiment sets that say pretty much the same thing. I just don't need it. And last but not least, kind of an invitation. It's called You Are Invited set. This one may or may not be helpful to me personally. I do get asked a few times a year to do invites for friends and family. Not so much weddings, but showers and stuff. I did just do my sister's wedding, so I'm not sure. For including shipping for less than 25 bucks for 5 sets of quality photopolymer stamps, 4x6 sets, this is a really good deal. Whether or not I end up keeping or destashing, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, but I'm really impressed with this deal. It's still live. I might go back and do it again. Not this week, because I don't have any spending money this week, but if it's still live this upcoming Friday, then I will think about it. Just not right now. Must be good. We're getting awfully close to, if I spend any spending money, awfully close to kind of infringing upon budgets for other things. I'll think about that. This next one I'm really impressed with. Let me close a few tabs here on my computer. I kind of brought up some stuff this morning. I prepared a little bit better. Paper smooches. I have a few other paper smooches sets that I am in love with. So when I saw Paper Smooches was doing a sale for Black Friday, of course I just had to. So, and because you know me, I'm going to be looking in the clearance section first for something to order. And that's where I found this set here, which is adorable. One of the things that I want that has been on my wish list for a long time from Simon Says Stamp is the Shine On set. And it seems like whenever I actually want to go order it, it's out of stock and you can't find it on eBay or anything. But this one I think kind of is close enough. It kind of has the sentiment and the moons and the star and the sun, which are kind of close enough to the Shine On, which I might not even need Shine On anymore. So these were in the clearance section, and then of course the matching dies. These were $7.50. This set's called Cosmos, and then the Cosmos dies. $7.50 a piece. I had a coupon code, which took $4.50 off, so my total was $10.50 for this set with the dies. You can't beat that. The shipping and handling was only $2.65, which is very reasonable. That is pretty much exactly what it costed to ship. There's no upcharge, no real handling fee or anything. It cost $2.61 to ship a 3-ounce first class package, which is exactly what this is. and that is what they charged me. So I'm really impressed with, I like low shipping charges. Super impressed. These are gorgeous. They feel great. Again, I'm not unfamiliar with paper smooches, even though I don't have a lot of their sets. I know that it's going to stamp beautifully. I'm super excited to have this. This is all just for me. Yeah, I'm just so happy to have this. Absolutely love it. Really good deal. Shipped, it was $13.15 for a whole stamp set plus the dies. That you can't even buy it, you know, used. You can't even buy something secondhand for that price. I'm so impressed. That was paper smooches. Okay, so now we're moving on to Amuse Studio. When I need to grab something behind me to show you. Which was also a Black Friday sale for me. I had not heard of them. I think they were on a master list of stamping sites, and I was going through it alphabetically, so I'm through the A's now. I'm just kind of trying to test out everything that I possibly can. So I'm through the A's, so that's how Amuse Studio is how I found this one. So they were doing a sale, so I got this stamp set, and what sold me, oh, this is called Trim the Tree, and this is beautiful red rubber, and I'll pull it, I've already used it, so I'll pull it out for you. Beautiful red rubber, it's stamped beautifully. What sold me on this was there were no matching dies to go with it, but they sold a separate cutting file for your cutting machines, so like my Cricut. So you can upload the cutting file onto Cricut, and the Cricut will cut out this shape, so you could, you know, instead of having a die. So it's like, oh my god, that's amazing. I think the cutting file was only $1.19. This set was on, I think it was on deep clearance for $5. They're beautiful, but what sold me on it was the fact that I didn't need a die. I could just use the Cricut and not, you know, kill my shoulders cranking something through. Whatever. I don't think that I'm doing it right. So I downloaded the file and got it into Cricut, and when it uploaded into the Cricut, it didn't upload at like the right size. It was like, you know, 3 inches long, you know, each thing was like 3 inches high. These are not, these are pretty much true to size here, actual size here. So they're not obviously that big. So they didn't upload all ready to go in Cricut. I actually had to sit there with a ruler and a calculator and figure out, you know, turn fractions into decimals, which I'm not very good at the math anyway, and I finally got it, and then I cut, and then I went to stamp on it, and my stamping is just off. I did it a few times just to make sure that I wasn't, and I probably would do it better, but I did it a few times to make sure that I wasn't just being completely stupid and not being able to do it. So these are some of the ones that I did. I was just practicing with my heat embossing yesterday. So the Cricut cut out this pattern, and then I went in later with the stamp and tried to center the stamp on. It might be something that might be a little bit easier for me because I'm more familiar with clear stamps. I might have been able to nail it with a clear stamp, but with the red stamp, every single one of them is just, I've stamped it off center. And I don't know if it is with other cutting machines, but I don't have a scan and cut. All I have is the Cricut, so I can't stamp it and then scan it and then have the Cricut cut it out. I have to have, there's just no way to try to stamp it on the cardstock and then run it through the Cricut and then have it, you know, mathematically cut it out. It just doesn't work. So I'm not very good at it, and I did not have fun. I did not have fun with this, and I was really upset with myself yesterday for not being able to do this because I thought it would be so awesome and such a creative way to save money on dies for a product. But then I had to have a moment like, oh my god, relax. It was $5 stamp set. It was like $1 something for the cutting file. It's not the end of the world. I can. I don't need to make it work if it's not going to work. I'm not enjoying. These are beautiful. I didn't enjoy making these at all. So, and they're not what I thought they were going to be. So I'm probably going to end up destashing this. I can't obviously destash a digital file that I've purchased, but I will I will let the new owner know that they can go to a Muse Studio and buy the cut file if they're interested in this. But I'm just frustrated enough, and I don't like storing red rubber, that it just, yeah. I don't even know if I would keep it for coloring or for other stamping at this point. But for several hours yesterday, I was struggling. First trying to have to figure out the sizing, and I'm not very good at math and fractions and stuff anyway. I did not enjoy this process. So hopefully someone else will. But anyway, that is my story on those stamps, which is unfortunate because they're really pretty. And I saw some of the sample cards that they had up, and I was like, oh, I want to do that, I want to do that. And no, I don't. I want to cry, and I want to be done with this. So I don't have to keep it. I don't have to feel committed to something just because I've opened it up. I grabbed this little paper pack, which is called AJ's Paper, 6x6 Everything's Rosy. I thought that was just a pretty pattern. So a couple different pieces. And look at this cartoony starburst. I love it. Just some pretty papers that appealed to me. This was $3.99, a little bit more than I would have liked to pay, but this is my thing, a new company to me, so I kind of wanted to try a little bit of everything to see if I like it or not. So I haven't tried to do any crafting or cutting with this paper. I have a big list of all the stamping companies. Some of them are now defunct. Some of them have merged into others. Just a website that I found with links, and I'm going through the A's, and I'll stop at the Z's. So this is just something that I found on my journey that happened to also be running Black Friday specials. So so this is the A's. So far this stamp is not. They do have plenty of other stuff, so I'm not going to give up on them. I'll give something else a try. The appeal to this one was being able to use the cutting file, and in theory I was going to be able to stamp on it properly, and I can't. So this one's not going to be for me, but I'll give another set a try. Not necessarily a one with a digital cut file, but I'll give another one a try. So it's not their fault that I can't do stuff. It's not a part of stamping that I enjoy. And another reason why I like the clear stamps is because it's just easier to stamp. I know that red rubber is better and better quality, but anyway. So moving on. So I'm still in A's. A Muse Studio. Oh my goodness. I'll show you that in just a second. I completely forgot about that, and I somehow made it into the bag. This is a little just thank you note. Thank you stamp that they gave me. It's a thank you note and the little musical notes. Just really cute. Very kind of them. And then I got this 3-pack of washi tape. It's thin washi tape. I haven't opened them up yet. I just kind of checked to make sure everything was there and then tossed it aside because I didn't have time to deal with it when the mail came the other day. So sort of a nice corally pink polka dot, green and white stripe, and a gray and white stripe. Very spring. This was $2.25 for the 3 of them. They're calling it paper tape. Oh yeah, I guess it feels a little bit more papery to me than, you know how washi has kind of like that plastic, almost masking tape kind of feel. This does feel, it just feels like paper with a really thin paper with a light adhesive on the other side. That's interesting. I'm not sure if I've ever used that before, but I don't know, it goes on and it's staying put on my little to-do list here. I don't know, that's really pretty. So I like it. I like it a lot. Nice spring colors. Very pretty. So not quite washi. So they're not kidding when they say paper tape. So I got the paper tape, the cut file, the paper, and the stamps were all $12.43 all together, which is a really good price. It was $6.99 shipping, which is a little much in my opinion, but whatever. My total was $19.42. Not bad. I'm going to be keeping everything but the stamp set. Obviously, I can't give away the cutting file. I don't have permission to give that to someone else, so I'll hang on to it. It's not hurting anything, just sitting inside my Cricut. So I almost forgot. So I ordered on eBay. I completely forgot because I tossed it in the envelope for Muse Studio so I could throw away the little envelope. I ordered a pack of washi tape from eBay because I'm always seeing people are ordering washi tape from eBay and they're like, oh, you know, I got this beautiful roll, it was only 25 cents, whatever. I never see washi tape for 25 cents on eBay, ever. But I finally found what I thought was a good deal. This was just a couple of bucks for a bunch of rolls of washi tape, but then it came in. Look at how small they are. And they're like plastic, shiny plastic. This looks like Dollar Tree washi tape. Oh my goodness, I'm unrolling this and it says donut something something. I don't know, I can't read what language it is. So. Yeah, you definitely get what you pay for. I just thought that you would find this little bag of washi tapes. I never find those awesome eBay deals that everyone else seems to find. And Amazon, people are always finding cool stuff on Amazon and eBay. I am not. They're not being made obvious to me, so I do not know. This is probably gonna go in Leah's craft stuff. I can't imagine ever having a use for those, but you live and you learn. Okay, so the last thing. Oh, two last things that I have to talk about. Okay. So, oh my god, this has already been 36 minutes. I will probably end this here and then make another video. I have Blitzy, and I wanted to show you guys what I got from Children's Place. The Children's Place clothes for Leah, because I have to unpack them today and I have to hide them. They came in, she was actually with me when I got the mail, and I was like, oh shit, and I quickly closed the box and I threw it in the back of the car and, you know, threw a blanket over it. But I want to get the stuff out of the box and separated because I want to get stuff wrapped. I keep all of the unwrapped stuff in like a big thick contractor's bag where nobody can see through it. So I want to get everything in there, and then when I'm feeling better, I can dig out the boxes and I can actually box everything up with the tissue paper and wrap it. So anyway, so I've got Blitzy and the Children's Place coming in another video. I will end this here because I've already been flapping my gums forever. Thank you very much, and I will see you again in a bit.